We got breaking news for you and you and you. To be fair, the Cowboys must hurt the reservations. And on top of that, the Cowboys are out here trying to make some moves for you and all of you all that's tuning in. The name is Ball Nation. As the room fill up, be sure to understand to hit that like button, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. How y'all feeling, baby? Come on. That's a great pickup. I see y'all. Come on. Yup. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. What's good with y'all, man? All right. So in a cover 3 scheme, you got to have corners that can press. You got to have corners that can also play zone. And you got to have corners that will make you pay if you decide to throw the ball their way. And on one end, you got Trayvon Diggs, who looked up to this other corner by the name of Stephon. And we ain't talking about Diggs. We talking about Gilmore. So now the Cowboys got a guy that been in a Super Bowl before, that won a Super Bowl before, that can cover, can really help out this team, because now the rush for going out there drafting said DB, it's backed up now. Now you can literally look at this thing and say, all right, cool. Bland, we like what you – bump all of that. Bland, we love what you were able to do last season. We want to keep you developing inside as that nickel. And now we got Gilmore right there, Stephon Gilmore, I keep calling him Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore on the opposite side. So now that you got all of those things, it is a good situation. And watch how teams now play the Dallas Cowboys, because now you can literally look back at it and say, okay, on the back end, we good. On the back end, we good, baby, because you got Diggs. You didn't read up Donald, right, earlier today. On top of that, Hooker going to be Hooker. Hooker going to be Hooker. And in a pinch, if Hooker will dissipate just a little bit, woo, you still got Izzy. All of these things makes too much sense, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness. Gilmore jersey coming your way. I feel you, baby. You know what number he going to wear? They going to give him his same number? Yes, I get it. A lot of people saying that, hey, Law, he's old. He's long in the tooth. But what it is the threat on how you play. All right? So on top of that, are you meaning to tell me if he's old, even if he is old, for those who got to be the detractors, and it could be some Eagles fans that's trying to tear this pick down because they're going to say, hey, he's old. And hey, it is what it is. He was drafted in 2012. But I'm telling you guys right now, he had 60 tackles last season, 2 INTs. One of the INTs was from Dak Prescott, right? You remember that one. 8 out of 82 targets and 15 receptions allowed. So 52 receptions allowed. Now, during that stretch of time, Cowboy Nation, y'all got to understand, he only had 6 missed tackles, 12 stops, and on top of that, now you can go into this situation and say to yourself, let's do this right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just pick up a defensive tackle, and all of these things will work good. Defensive tackle. Some people saying that, hey, what about getting these right here, ladies and gentlemen? Bobby. Yeah, what about Bobby? Oh, yeah, that would be nice. Oh, yeah, we lost one of the 5th-round compensatory picks. Look, 1 down. How many more picks? We got 8 more to go, baby. I know some people are
emotional damage.
Yes, indeed. Some people are emotional damage. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, we don't need all of those draft picks. I've been banging on the table for a minute. We don't need all of these draft picks. Come on, y'all. All we need to do is continue to make it one movement at a time and start getting rid of some of these draft picks. We don't need them. Hey, my guy said, Ric Flair, woo! You don't need all of those draft picks. So give up a compensatory pick. Let the Colts get away from that guy. Pay that man for whatever he's worth, but you don't need all of these things. And we just need, look, this going back. Look, I promise y'all, when we be banging on the table, when we be telling people like, hey, the Jones family need to get up off there, you know what? They listening. Some of these things go across and they hear it, you know. They get a chance to hear what we have to say collectively. These words do matter. And on top of that, it would be a good transition, an easy one for us to go into this draft now and say, all right, if you bring in Calais Campbell, I see you, Blake. Yeah, you bring in Calais Campbell, you re-up Bobby Wagner, you bring him over for a cup of coffee. Shoot, we go in this draft easy, selling, smooth selling, baby. They didn't woke up. We was yelling too hard. I think collectively we're yelling at them. Shoot, we're yelling at them. And now people are looking at this thing and saying to themselves, let's make some moves. Because that dude with the beard on, he be out there at Oxnard. That dude be out there in training camp. He gonna call us out, man. Those beat reporters gonna write about it. We can't bullsugar this thing around. Y'all think it's foolish, but it is. I was out there last year, me and Wes. We was right there at the gate. Here's Osa. Hey, man, what's up, Law Nation? You know what I'm saying? Shoot, they listening. So all we got to do now is, all right, let's talk about the game of football. We are a cover 3 team. We are a team that's trying to cover and get coverage from covering and let our front get upfield so that if these corners can do their jobs, it can trickle down to the front getting their jobs done. And that is how this all works, baby. Yeah, the 5th round draft pick ain't nothing, baby. We'll figure out how to read that back up, too. And they listen to Parsons, right? The heat is turning up, baby. And all we got to do is just sit back. Everything else will make its way work. Now, with those things put into place, and if the Cowboys do their thing and their due diligence, then we can look back at it and say, all right, how else can we get better, Law? How else can we get better? Can we fool around and do what you said about this situation right here? What about this dude right here? The dude that can help this team out from this perspective, D-Hop. Will that be the icing on the cake for the offensive side of the coin? Will that be something that we can look back on and bring in DeAndre Hopkins? Is that another ideal for us? Will that help too? Look, everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. Or, let me put the or in there. Or would you like to go a little bit younger and give up more and more draft capital? Because all 8 of those draft picks that you got now will not make this team. So would you be willing to give up some draft capital for this kid, Jerry Jeudy? Get him over here, re-up his contract, watch he catch his touchdown, underthrown ball, get off of me. Threw him a ball from 13, you too slow. I'm in the end zone. Laugh at the grass, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Can you bring in somebody like that, a Jerry, not Jones, but Jeudy? Can we do things of that nature? So the NFL is what it is. Secondary is deep now. Yes. And I remember that there was a situation and scenario. Even Michael Parsons was fighting over Trayvon Diggs for Stephon Gilmore's jersey. You remember that? So this thing is going to be real for us, right? It's going to help us out tremendously, And I think of all of those things, Cowboy Nation. I think of all of those things. I think it's jersey swap. Give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Yes, indeed. Let me see if I got it. Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, they were fighting over it. You know what I'm saying? They were fighting over it. Here you go. Here it is right here.
Hey, you know what I need?
I got you, bro.
I know you do.
No.
Bro, he said me. I don't know what you're doing, bro. I don't know what you're doing, bro.
They fighting over it. They fighting over the jersey. They fighting over it.
I don't know what you're doing, bro. No, stop. Stop. Thanks, brother.
So even within that, Parsons said, all right, y'all can hush me up for a while. Let me see if Parsons said anything about this pickup too, by the way, because I know Parsons been all over here, and let me see what he said, because he's been really upset lately, He didn't say anything yet. He didn't say anything yet. He's still talking about, Bo said, Eric, okay, dang, he talking about them boys, okay. Well, I'm waiting on Parsons to say something. Parsons, you got to say something now. You got to say something. Parsons might be like, he probably put in timeout. So the next question to you all, what about this right here? Bobby Wagner's on the streets. I said this about 2 hours ago, that the Dallas Cowboys should look at a guy like Wagner after the draft, if he's still available, because you don't want to cloud that judgment. But should I moonwalk back on that now, because I don't think Wagner is still going to be available? Should you go ahead now? You got money on the table. Should you go ahead now and go ahead and get it done? Y'all let me know. Sign him now. Do like this. You go into the draft. You say, okay, I'm going to draft big boy down inside. You know what I'm saying? That's what they should do? Y'all let me know. Because there are situations and chances that we all can look at from this aspect of it. Y'all let me know. All right, let me see if I can get this going right here. Because normally, since he up in here, I saw your name, Chief. So give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. Let me see if he's going to pick up. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. Wagner now, right? Wagner now?
What up, though?
Nothing to it, man. Let me turn you up. How you been doing, bro?
I'm doing good. You know what time it is.
Yes, indeed. Your team going to the Super Bowl next year?
Hey, my team news ain't impressive. I see y'all went and got your boy Diggs some help, man.
We did, and me strolling around. Can y'all hear Twin? Y'all let me know. Can y'all hear my brother over there on the other end? Y'all let me know. Yeah, they can hear you. Shout out to the Twin Maker. And all right, so yeah, they can hear you, Chief. So how you feel about what your team doing, fam, for this these last few days?
I mean, honestly, brother, I think we made some moves. We lost some key people that a lot of people might not necessarily know because their name's not real big. Jimmy Ward, he probably wasn't a household name when it comes to safety, but anybody who studies football and film knew how diverse he was when it comes to not only playing in the secondary, but also being a nickelback as well that can play in the box too. He was very diverse. He was also a leader of our team. We lost him. We lost Al Shazier. And those are some key pieces. And also we lost our right tackle and Mike McGlinchey. So, though we lost some individuals there, that I think that were very, and those are some key pieces. Good guys. We picked up somebody that you know very well and that you guys are familiar with, in the big boy in the middle. So though we lost some guys, I really like that we solidified our defensive line with two guys, with Arik Armstead and Mr. Hargrave, man. So I'm definitely excited about that move. I thought that was a go all-in move to make sure that our defensive line is not only stout against the run, but then continue to put pressure within the middle and also on the outside as well. So, man, I really think we did a good job. We haven't really done a lot. We retained our other safety, and Mr. Gibson, who was a dynamic duo with him and Funga last year. And I really think, man, this is going to be a wonderful year as far as my team and development. We just got to get this quarterback right.
You got to get the quarterback right. Y'all don't got no quarterback over there, you know.
No, it ain't that we don't got a quarterback. We got too many.
But neither here nor there, man. What's your analysis on Stephon Gilmore, man? I know you probably seen him before, but he's long in the tooth, but he's over here on my team now. What's your first initial analysis of him?
I think you said it. It's not that he's long in the tooth. It's just that he hasn't been consistent. He hasn't been consistently on the field in his last three stops. Whether it was in his last couple of years in New England, he stayed injured. His last couple of years when he got to the Carolina Panthers, he had to wait till after week 6 to come off the PUP list. And then even then, he didn't play the entirety of the year. Then he got moved again to Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
And then he wanted to go there. And he couldn't stay necessarily healthy there as well. So I do believe you guys have a good training staff. And I think that should be your number one objective right now, is to make sure that you guys can get him healthy first and foremost. And I believe his veteran leadership will have a sound presence on Diggs, taking maybe another level when it comes to playing the cornerback position.
Yes, indeed. So what I'm trying to say here is you bring in veteran guys, not to rush them immediately out there on the field, but to also try to take and extract the things that they know in their brain and spill it upon everybody else, right? Those are some of the key moments that you said from your team last year, well, a couple of years ago when y'all went and got Sherm, when y'all went and got Josh Normal. It wasn't about – I said Josh Normal. Y'all remember that? It wasn't about can those boys still play, but it was about the knowledge that they shared upon and spread upon those boys that's out there. So can you explain that while I pull up this Michael Parsons tweet?
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. So when you got a team that you got, like, you guys have been building a lot of throughout the draft. So when you do build from the draft, you're building from guys who are young players who are learning how to be a pro. They have the skill set to play as pros, but you got to learn how to be a pro. And sometimes it's the small nuance things that over the years or over a year that begins to get to wear and tear on the team as far as the expectations and things of that nature. And so when you got a guy like Stephon Gilmore who played for New England Patriots, who was not only an organization that consistently won, but then also had won championships. And so there's a certain mentality that you got to have that in that secondary and also in that defensive room that can continue to germinate as you go higher and higher in the playoffs. And so I think this is the year that you guys have an opportunity to take, like, what's my guy's name? Anthony Brown, and the other guys who play in the nickel and also in the cornerback position, that they can learn a lot from Stephon Gilmore.
Oh, wait. I know you don't know the terrain of our team, but hold on. Anthony Brown, he would not be back on his team because Stephon Gilmore is here, and I think that he is an undrafted guy. He's a free agent guy too, so I think that this is what that move is all about. And as far as Jordan Lewis, they may hold on to him for a little bit longer, but keep going.
Okay.
Yeah. but Bland can benefit. Izzy can benefit, and whoever else we draft this season can benefit from those boys.
For sure. Yeah. So insert any other individuals that will be on that 53-man roster coming up this season will benefit from the, like I said, the mindset and the mentality that Gilmore has, and also his technique as well. He never was the most explosive corner, but his technique was always very, very good. So a lot of times when you're a young cornerback in this National Football League, you rely purely on your athleticism. But when you go to match up against these wide receivers in the slot and also on the boundary, you got to have great technique. You know what I'm saying? And he will do a wonderful job, make sure that these young guys sit down and understand their craft. And then when it goes into the film room, that a lot of people don't understand because we always see what's happening on the field. But these guys spend 4 to 6 hours in that film room studying, and you need a wonderful, like somebody who has the ability to teach. And I think that's another thing that Gilmore will bring to you guys that, you might not necessarily see on the field as far as what he's doing physically, but the mental game of football that you guys as Cowboys fans would be very appreciative to have with that young man in y'all locker room now.
No doubt, man. I knew I'd call you on the fly, man, put you on the spot on everything, and you're not even a Cowboys fan. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to add into some perspectives of my brother from the same mother, from a different outlook, somebody on the outside looking in about these Dallas Cowboys. I appreciate you for calling in, man. Let me hear you say go Cowboys one time for me, man. One time.
No way, no how, you know what I'm saying? I won't do that, my guy, but look, hey, I'm glad, like I said, you guys are starting to, it's day number 2, and we know the real day start on tomorrow, man. So it's about to be on and popping, man. I'm glad that football is starting to stir up. I know you guys are starting to feel that little butterflies in your belly. It's starting to get a little real around here, man. So I'm excited. And if your boy, Boss Cowboys, is tuning in, tell him I said what up. I threw a nice little jab at him.
I saw you were fighting my dog, Big Gabe James. I said, what's going on? I said, why am I tagged in this, man? What y'all doing fighting? Y'all talking about 5 rings and stuff like that, No,
I wasn't talking about 5 rings. Your boy, look, he went to the 5 ring mode because, I'm kind of low key with my little jabs, and I just felt like throwing the jab today. I just felt like throwing a rock at the hornet's nest, you know what I'm saying? And I rattled him a little bit. He didn't necessarily know how to come back at me, so he kind of tried to take the nice little, alternate route. But I just wanted to send him a little smoke my way, let him know I hadn't forgotten about the pumpkin analogy that he kept using against my team last year. So I had to put a little salt in his wound and pull back that scab some, you know what I'm talking about?
And that's toward Big Game, or that was towards Boss? Which one?
Oh, that was toward Big Game. That was
okay.
Big Game.
You want me to set that up? You know what I'm saying? Twin versus Big Game. I can set it up. It don't make nothing to me.
Hey, listen here.
You can get beat down. You can get beat down. That's just what it is.
Hey, bro,
you my brother, but you get beat down.
Hey, ain't nothing but a thing. You know what I'm saying? Look, when you throw a shark in the water, he ain't gonna do nothing but swim. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do. So you throw me in the deep water, I'm just going to take my opponent even deeper. You know what I'm saying? I got gills. I can swim in the deepest of depths. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. Much love to you, bro. All right.
For sure,
keep
man.
Keep it up, man. Appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Let's go. Let's get it.
Hey. One more thing. Do D-Hop got something left in this tank?
It depends on it's expectation versus reality. That's my number one thing. It's expectation versus reality. In the Cowboy land, are y'all guys are going to allow him to play with what he can do as far as the reality of the situation, or are you guys going to heighten the situation up so big that he's going to have to, or like the expectation is going to be 5-year D-Hop? You know what I'm saying? And because if that's the case, I would say leave him alone. But if you really want a pure wide receiver that has sure hands, that ain't gonna do like my man's in overtime and, the couple balls that were tipped last year. I think you always talk about there were either 6 or 7 interceptions that wasn't on the arm of Dak Prescott. It was on the hands,
the phalanges.
Of the other wide receivers.
Yeah, I was talking about the phalanges. The phalanges.
The metatarsals wasn't necessarily there. So if you guys are willing to sit there and say, I just want a sure hand possession wide receiver, I would say go for it. But if you try to say I need him to go out here and produce 1,500 yards, 13 to 15 touchdowns, you don't need that. You just need somebody that Dak Prescott can sit back and when that third, like when he step back and whether it's a 5-step drop or a 3-step drop and he throw that ball, he know as long as it's in the vicinity, he can snatch it and bring it down. You know what I'm saying? So that's on y'all.
It's on us. Okay, cool. That's a great assessment right there, and that would take away some of that excuse oil from the Cowboy Nation. You know, there's no excuses when you got D-Hop and you know ball. You throw the ball that way. You know, just all he's saying is just put it in the area, man. Just put it in the area. I come down with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But all right,
you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, bro.
Look, hey. I was just say before I get up out of you gotta treat him like an old school Vince Carter, man. Just throw in the alley, you know he gonna come down and slam. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Vince Carter, just lob it up, man. What's wrong? Just put it in the area, man. You know, just put it in the area, man, and I do the rest. And that's what good wide receiver is supposed to do because we already know ball touch your hand, you got to catch it. And with him, it don't matter. Just put it up there. So that's a good analogy, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Most definitely, man. Hey, y'all make sure y'all continue to like, sub the channel, man. Share that wonderful content to all of your anybody out there, man. Whether it's in the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever it is, man. Y'all continue to do that, man. Support the nation, grow the nation, one way or another, baby. Let's get it going.
Yes, indeed. We're gonna throw a big party when we hit that 100. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate you, fam. Salute.
For sure. Y'all have a good one, man. Peace out.
Yeah, you know how you have one of those brothers, man, and you would talk for hours, man. He's one of them, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we would talk for hours. Now, I'm going to go prepare for this next live stream. It's going to be at the top of the hour. Yes, we are finally making some moves, but here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do some film analysis on Gilmore, and I'm going to give you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're going to highlight some of the bad stuff, and we're going to go over the good things. But like he said, from the outside looking in, he explained that there would be a lot of knowledge on the field as far as the wisdom and understanding of the game that would be poured upon the other guys that's here already, like the Bland, like the aspects that you got from Izzy, or even some of the safeties out here on this team. So Parsons did tweet it. Let me go over some of this right here. He said he dropped the F-bomb. So OF, bump and run, Gilmore, welcome. You know what I'm saying? So let me see if he tweeted anything else. He got Kobe, the legend, the GOAT over there. All right, and Oh yeah. A lot of people loved it. Let me share this right quick. Cowboy Nation, let's stay optimistic about it. We do know that the Odell Beckham sweepstakes, Aaron Rodgers already reached out to Odell Beckham saying, hey, come on over for a cup of coffee. He's making his wish list. Let's see how that works out for the Jets. So it come down to what I thought for us on the defense. I'm going to repeat this once again. I thought that even on the defensive side of the coin, it would be better for us to sit back and wait just a little bit before we go entertain the Bobby Wagner. But at this point, you think long, you think wrong, right? Study long, study wrong, right? Go ahead and get Bobby Wags, right? And I know the team is older. Hear me out. We were one of the younger teams in the NFL last 2 seasons, and I think that the youth of the team is good, but sometimes you need that old broom. Y'all know what I'm about to say. A new broom can sweep the floor good, but that old broom can get those corners. So that's my thoughts on it. So go ahead, reach out to Bobby Wags, and let's see what can happen down the line from there, Cowboy Nation. Hey, we got Stephon Gilmore. He had 2 INTs last year. He is a good cornerback for us with wisdom and understanding of the game. He'll fit perfectly in a cover 3 scheme. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. We will be right back in a few, and it should be me and my guy, West Coast Cowboys. Let's talk about this as we meet up at the top of the hour. That's been my time. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Hey, we making moves, baby. The cup of coffee go hard, right? Come on, y'all. Y'all know how it goes. Come on, Cowboy Nation. One way or another. For those who are hit,
emotional damage.
Yes, indeed. Luke Gifford will disappear because of Devin Harper. Yeah. Oh, and shout out to those who gave the donation. I'll give y'all shouts out. when I go back live. Come on. Appreciate y'all. One love, Cowboy Nation. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Come on, Jesse. Y'all give Jesse a hug. He said, Lord, this move is trash. So are you telling me, Jesse, would you rather have Anthony Brown or Stephon Gilmore? Come on, y'all. Marginally, we're getting better. You know? Marginally, we are getting better.
Stop, please. Come back, please.
Yup. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Yeah. What about a cowboy sign-in party? Shout out to you, JT. Whoa. Stephon Gilmore, baby. Salute.